So I'm coming back to you with an update on the astrological chart, tarot oracle reading, and numerology report that I got from Ella Amp. She sent me this lovely card that says made of stardust, and along with a personal message, she sent me stickers because she knows I'm insane about stickers, so thank you. Along with this card from is it a tarot deck or an oracle deck? I don't know anything about that stuff, but it's embellished with pearls and little crystals, and it's pretty neat. Moving along. So I read everything. I read this entire thing. It was a lot. Didn't take long though. And I want to say that there are a couple things on here that I was questioning. I talked to my mom about it, and she said, you know, some of those things might not necessarily apply to other people. For example, a lot of everything that is in here says that I am an affectionate person. I am not. If you knew me in real life, you would know I don't like to hug, I don't like to kiss, I don't like to shake hands. I'm very like a cat, like, don't touch me, okay? Hi, don't touch me. But when it comes to my animals, it's a whole different story. So I guess in that regard, I am very affectionate with my animals. Also, it says that I'm a passionate person, and I do agree about that. It says that my birth astrological sign is Leo, and I always thought I was on the cusp of Sagittarius. I don't know why. But it says in here that my sun is in Leo, but my moon is in Scorpio, and that changes how I look at horoscopes in general. I need to get my bird because he's driving me crazy. Is he driving you crazy? He's driving me crazy. I'll be right back. Anyhow, so she did a tarot card, and what she does is she takes a picture of it, and then she labels it with the numbers so you can follow along. And then she goes and she explains what each number means in their representative location when she puts them down. Some cards are faced like straight up and down, some cards are upside down, and then what they mean. She goes into great detail. Let me just go over just a couple things. Let's see. I'm a Leo. I'm prideful. I try not to be, but it's true. When I look back at my life and how I deal with things, it's true. And it says that my pride is abnormally developed, and you are easily injured by words of disapproval or insult. True. Some kind of personal things here. Let me see. Your true feelings are very often submerged. True. I try not to like burden people, let's just say. You want close, intimate contact with others, but you tend to keep people at arm's length because you are afraid you will become obligated to them. I am offended at how accurate that is. It's like I want to be close to people, but I don't want to get too close and then feel like I have to be there for them all the time. You know, does that make sense? You are a mass of contradictions. True. Making demands on people but complaining when they do the same to you, expecting others to make overtures to you, and withdrawing when they do. Oh, stop it. It says no one should feel any discomfort with you because you project yourself freely and honestly. I feel like that's very true. I really am a very open, honest person. Okay, here's an interesting. My moon is Scorpio. So moon is all about our feelings, and Scorpio is about intensity. This means that if you were born with the moon in Scorpio, you have a cauldron of emotions that can easily bubble over. Yeah. Scorpio has been accused of being secretive, and that's because they tend to bury their feelings. It's true, I do. And then, out of nowhere, I explode. Having a natal moon in intense Scorpio can be overwhelming at times, with extreme highs and lows until you learn to put things into perspective, which I am kind of in the process of doing. I do have a lot of highs and lows, and I'm trying to like figure it out, let's just say. You take responsibility as a friend very seriously, and I'm a natural leader in groups. I hate to say that, but I do kind of like, whenever like I'm in a project or something, I get very irritable if like the leader isn't like doing their part. So yeah, I kind of take over sometimes. It says you have been a talker and communicator in a past life. I'm very like skeptical about past lives, but then I often wonder, like, have you ever watched a child prodigy that's like 3 or 4 years old and they can play the piano like they've done it for 70 years? I know that you learn things, but some things like music and art and things like that, it's just like, how at such a young age are they a prodigy like that? It's like they've done it before, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about all this? It says, try not to hold your anger in so much. Well, damn, okay, you know, it's true, but you don't gotta. It is more likely that anything concerning your family background, and heritage inspires in you feelings of great loyalty, and that is a fact. There is something in here that says something about me being a protector, and it is very true. In the past, I have had to intervene in family matters and protect someone that I love from the other person, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. It's like second nature to me. Like, I will defend to the death if someone messes with my loved ones, even if it's my own family. Oh, here we go. Mercury and Leo. You are very sure that your ideas are right, and you like to make others think that way that you do. That is very spot on. I always think I'm right. I like to be right. I know that's not a very becoming characteristic, but it is true. You're quite stubborn, and your pride is involved in everything you think or believe. If someone challenges your beliefs, you feel they are challenging you. Guilty. Whenever you have to solve a problem, you put a great deal of energy into it, and the more important the problem, the more energy you invest. However, you may ignore problems that don't seem important enough if they actually are quite important. And that is so true too, because I need to know the truth about everything. If I have a question in my mind, I need the answer. And when I don't get the answer, I get very irritated. Maybe somewhat reserved in relations with others, but once you commit yourself, you stay with that person, friend or lover, for a long time. And that is so true. I'm very loyal. I am very like ride or die kind of person. Like, once you're in, you're in. When it says you're very social or sociable, and I can be, but my battery wears down very quickly. I do like to have meaningful, and it says in here too, you don't care for shallow communication, you like deep, meaningful communication, and that is so true too. Like, if I'm sitting there at a party with you, I don't want to talk about the weather, you know? I would rather talk about past lives, or what is the meaning of all this, or, you know, something much deeper than a lot of what people at parties talk about, you know? And that's one of the things that's like, you know, I don't really care to do that kind of thing unless someone's there to talk to me about something I find interesting. Sun square Uranus. Uranus. I am such a child. You are inclined to rebel against authority figures of any kind, and such persons may resent you. However, you don't intend to do harm, you just want to be allowed to do things your way. This is why every job I've ever had sucked. I just don't do well with authority. Like, I hate being told what to do. I just want to know what to do and go do it. I don't want people to tell me what to do and be condescending about it. And cat fell out of the box. Ah, here we go. Mercury square ascendant. A lot of this, like I said, is repeating. This aspect indicates that you have an active mind and you enjoy talking about ideas with people and sharing their thinking. But you may find it difficult to reach agreements with others because you state your own opinions so energetically, even forcefully, that you put people off. You must learn to control the way you express yourself somewhat. Try to avoid talking simply for the sake of talk. I don't talk just to talk. I really don't do that. And avoid gossip and rumor. Sun sextile Pluto. You are quite strong-willed, perhaps stubborn, but you don't need to push anyone around. You simply demand to be allowed to do things your way. Ah, so true. You are very curious, wanting to know the answer to every question that occurs to you. You know what? And thank God for the internet and that I was born when there's Google. And another one. This is Uranus square midheaven. Unfortunately, you probably don't get along very well with people who try to tell you what to do. You feel that when they discipline you, they are merely forcing you to conform to their expectations rather than letting you be yourself. Moon conjunct ascendant. You have the kind of honesty that others appreciate. You sympathize with others, or empathize if I've never been there. And in turn, they are sympathetic to you. Try not to be jealously possessive of your friends. Oh, I always have been. Whenever my friend has another friend, I'm like, why? Why do you have another friend? Like, not so much now that I'm older and wiser and I just don't care that much, but when I was younger, oh, the jealousy of having my friends and other friendships was real. Probably annoying to those friends. Maybe that's why I don't have those friends anymore. You are an unconventional person, and your relationships with others will be unconventional as well. Me. Very unconventional. A lot of my numerology reports and some of my astrology stuff that I didn't talk about involves inner conflict, which is very relatable to me. I think I do have a lot of inner conflict in a lot of different aspects of my life. For example, part of me wants to go out and explore. The other part of me wants to stay home. Part of me wants a bigger picture in my career. The other part of me wants to stay where I'm at. I need to learn to give without thoughts of getting anything back. I think I try to. I really do think that I try not to give and then think that I'm getting back. I think that more, not necessarily material things, but like emotional, like spiritual even. Like I feel like I give people my everything and I expect that in return, and you can't, and I don't care who you are, what your sign is or whatever, you can't expect that from people. You can't expect to give all of yourself to someone and expect that in return, because not everyone has the same heart as you. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So overall, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I have to edit it down, and there's a lot of information in here. If you're interested in having this person do your reading, I will leave all her information in the description box below. I highly recommend it. It was very, very fun, very entertaining, kind of informative. You have to take it with a grain of salt, obviously, because these are not scientifically factual things. These are, spiritual realm kind of ideas, and so you have to be an open mind. Was it worth it to me? 100%. I loved it. I enthusiastically thanked her. Even though I paid her for her services, I appreciated the time invested that she put into this, and I really was surprised at the specific things that were said that I did not expect, let's just say. There's a lot of things I didn't talk about that it just, it's personal, I guess. But overall, super happy. Thank you so much, Ella. I hope you're watching this. I loved it. And I hope that maybe somebody else will get to appreciate the same kind of content that you sent me. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it was long and boring, I'm sorry, but I just had to put it out there for you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.